It's Friday Night Lights in Lisbon, North Dakota. Thank you all for joining us for a Friday football game as the EEK Thunder visit the Lisbon Broncos. My name is Will Thompson. Once again, thank you for joining us. The Broncos looking to extend an excellent showing last week, while the Thunder are looking to turn it around from a skid to start the season. We'll get to that and more after our first break here. My name is Will Thompson. Once again, with me is Joel Morgan. Thank you again for joining us at your live event for high school football. We'll be right back with the pregame show after this break.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back. We're in the third week of high school football in North Dakota for this 11-man Class B schedule. We've got a southeast game here between EEK and Lisbon. Lisbon coming off a dominating win last week as they don't allow a single point, and the combination of Greenlee and Sweet just enough to dominate their competition. Meanwhile, for EEK, they are 0-2 entering the season. 2 losses. They got shut out in the first one, gave up over 40 points in the second one, looking to turn things around, and it should be a good matchup as EEK is known to throw the ball quite a lot. Lisbon hasn't had to defend against the throw nearly as much to this point in the year. The secondary will be tested today after the front 7 last week was a major key to the win. We also got the polling results out this week. Joel, could you give us a little update on where these two teams stand as we start the season, if they stand anywhere on the polls?
Well, looking at the Class 11B polls right now, Beulah, no surprise there. They've been a great football program. Coach Dooley has gotten them going over the last 6 or 7 years. They are number 1. Langdon area Edmore Munich is the number 2 team. That was the week 1 opponent of Lisbon on the road. That was a team that they played in the state championship last year. A very tough program there. So it kind of adds a little bit to understanding how that week 1 game went. You have Central Cass at 3, Wells County at 4, Velva Garrison, a team that Lisbon beat last year on their way onto the Dome. They are the 5th team, and then receiving votes, Hillsborough Central Valley, Lytton, Dickinson Trinity, Kindred, and Des Lacs Burlington. So this Lisbon team last year, obviously a very powerful showing week 1. Last year was a team that was ranked within the top 5 all year, and they have a tough schedule, but I think that they can have that opportunity to earn their way into that poll if they keep performing like they did last week.
And like you said, that first week, a tough ding to start the season as they dropped it. But on the right track, Coach Joe Gerdig talked about how they want to build on what they did last week and continue to run the football at them. But don't be surprised if this pass-heavy EEK team starts playing a defense that spreads it out a little bit. And Lisbon's not going to be afraid to throw the ball. They showed last week throwing it about 10 times or so. They won't be afraid. We'll see what's in store today as we take another break here while the national anthem will go. We'll be right back. Thank you again for joining us. This is Class B, 11B football in North Dakota, and you're watching on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsborough, serving the Hillsborough and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsborough, serving the Hillsborough area and surrounding communities.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City. They have a great student-to-teacher ratio at 16 students per class. Maple Valley ranks as one of the top 10 high schools in the Fargo-Moorhead area. For information, go online to maple-valley.k12.nd.us or call 701-749-2313.
Norman County Implement Harvest Season Specials 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced at $20,000. 2013 Alloway folding topper 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
just about to kick off here in Lisbon, North Dakota. Unfortunately, we don't have the beautiful scenery of the county fair like we had last week, but that's all right because hopefully the football game will be beautiful enough. The Lisbon Broncos looking to get in the positive. They're 1-1 right now, looking to become 2-1, but EEK and the Thunder are not inclined to give it to them very easily. Just moments away from kickoff here as the Thunder line up for the return. So the Thunder and Coach John Sheely will have the first possession of the game.
The future of high school sports is dependent on you. Our officials for tonight's game.
Yeah, and this can be an opportunity, I think, to set the tone early for Lisbon defensively. That's kind of where things start for them. Is they're a very physical team. They're a team that likes to control tempo, and obviously offensively you want to get on the scoreboard early, but I think defensively is a good way for Lisbon to get things going.
And we saw in the first drive of last week, Lisbon allowed Park River to drive all the way down into the red zone before making a stand and eventually shutting them out. So looking for a quicker start on defense here today is that one will go out of bounds around the 30 area. And because this is high school football, that's okay, no penalty.
Yeah, and they'll give decent field position right now to Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm. Again, you talked about defense wanting to set the tone early. That will put them somewhere. I believe they're going to spot this one at the 34-yard line for that first down. But EEK is a team that can get some big yardage when they need it.
So for the Thunder, they will be led by the senior quarterback, Adam Nitsky. Got a couple brothers on the team, prolific wrestling family from the area. Looking to make some noise here early on the first drive. We'll come out with one in the backfield, two split out to the left, one out to the right. Lisbon playing a little bit of off coverage with one safety deep. Pump into the flat before he sends it deep across the middle on the crossing route, and there's no room for the completion.
Yeah, he had Kinsler over there, and Kinsler was a little bit under double coverage, and he may have rushed that pass a little bit. He let the play develop. The double coverage rolled in, and he put a little too much on there. I think he kind of got a little bit spooked by seeing the coverage that was on him.
Yeah, it looked like they were just looking for an easy completion to start it, a check down to the running back in the flat, but only playing one safety deep there. That wasn't open, and perhaps Nitschke was a little spooked. Well, they'll get another opportunity here. As we've talked about, the Thunder throw the ball a lot. We expect to see a lot of passes, but this one will be a hand up right up the middle.
Yeah, and that was just the defense swarming all over the running back there, and Spencer Kelson came in on the pile and pushed everybody down and kind of put the exclamation point. Now you're looking at a 3rd down and 10, and EEK on the opening drive of this game looking to potentially go 3 and out here just about 30 seconds into the game.
So that was number 12, Dalton Madkey, the senior running back, unable to make any room. Lisbon is in a good position here early on a 3rd and long. Would you expect this to be 4-down territory, or do you think EEK doesn't want to open itself up to an early possession situation?
Well, with that trips left, EEK is looking to pick up those yards here right now. They're not going to want to put some early pressure on.
A deep ball is thrown to an open receiver, unable to carry in the ball. It'd be Brad Kinsler. Broke away from the coverage, couldn't hold on for the catch.
Yeah, he got away from Waldner a little bit there, and he kind of burned Waldner, but Waldner did a good job of keeping himself heads up, keeping himself on the play, and used his arms to kind of disrupt the footing of the receiver right there, and that is really what the key to that play was. Is, yeah, he did get burned, but he stuck with the play, and that's what forced that incompletion, and now you're going to have to see EEK here from their own 39-yard line having to flip the field.
So it will be a punt. The freshman Joe Kramlich back to punt for EEK. Short punt. Doesn't get to the returnman Wyatt Olson, and it'll be downed around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a line drive kick. Some hands got up over there. I'm surprised actually Lisbon didn't get a hand on that football. But now Lisbon, after forcing that 3 and out, again, talking about setting the tones, they set the tone there, getting a quick 3 and out. 10:58 to go first quarter. We're really early in this game, and now they have the opportunity to go offensively.
Well, Lisbon will line up a prolific running team, much like EEK throws it more often than not. Lisbon will run it more often than not. They'll run the quarterback power. They'll run a double running back set, as this will be a quarterback sweep. Quarterback takes it, Greenlee, for a good gain.
Greenlee on the carry.
Looks to be about 9 yards.
Yeah, he is just going to be shy of that, but Greenlee got around the outside. He had some great blocking in front of him. He was able to read the blocking pattern and just came around that corner, and one big step, and we may be looking at a first down, but a good first run for Lisbon. That has been the hallmark of the way their offense is run, is just, they're going to have a strong running back, they're going to have a strong quarterback, and they're going to have some guys up front that are going to make you work for it here. And now they're looking at a 2nd down and 1 on their own 44.
And we saw it last week, Greenlee running all over the field and in every direction. Now he'll motion himself onto the line, and a wild card snap to the running back, Sweet, who will take it up the middle on a big hole for a big gain of over 10.
Yeah, Sweet just got through there. That direct snap is something, again, that Lisbon runs a whole lot of, and that gets them a first down. And they're going to jam it down the throat right now against EEK. And they're going to do that until it stops working, and then they'll change things up as we get near 10 minutes now.
Just crossing the 10-minute line, as we've got no one in the backfield on this one. Running back split out wide. Tight end hiding behind on the strong side. Greenlee will take the snap, and he fumbles it. He can't quite get a hold of it. This will be a throw. He dances around, sees some room, and he gets a gain.
Yeah, and that was a play that the snap kind of got through his arms. Greenlee was able to recover. He had pressure on him immediately, and you don't want to lose yards on that play. I think that's your best case scenario, and any positive yards you get out of that is going to be a plus, and he's going to pick up 3. And now they're knocking on the doorstep of getting in the 40 of EEK in the scoreless game.
And just like that, they're not even out of behind the chains, as they say. 3 yards is plenty on the first down, especially in enemy territory where you would probably expect them to be going for it on 4th down if it gets to that. So 2nd and 7, 9 minutes on the clock. So there'll be a flag.
Flag on the play.
Could be a false start. We'll see what they call.
Yeah, and this is just something, that's where those positive yards that you're able to get out of that play. I mean, you're going to lose some yards on this. You're not going to lose as much as if you would have had no gain on that fumbled snap that came where Greenlee was able to pick up positive yards, but it minimizes your damage a little bit. Obviously, you never planned for penalties, but now you're looking at a 2nd down and 12, so you're only 2 yards back from where you would have been had he not been able to scramble out and get yards on that previous play.
And they've been running it very well as they take the direct snap to Sweet, the running back. Greenlee, the lead blocker, gets the first guy as the line's able to get around to the edge side, and that's a huge gain for Camden Sweet.
Caden Sweet gets 26 yards there on that one. Just a good job getting to the outside, and a good job of the blocking for Lisbon to really open things up. That was a hard run. He kept the feet moving, and now Lisbon's in business right now. 8:37 left in this first quarter, no score, and a chance to open up scoring like they did last week at home. This Broncos team loves playing here at home in front of these fans that have been supportive of football last year, the success of this wrestling program, and they've really given them a showing so far in their first game at home, and are got the makings of that happen here in game 2.
Senior tight end Froelich checks in as he'll run out, going deep, and it will be to Froelich. Wide open man, can't connect in the end zone. That'll be an incompletion on the first pass attempt of the game for Lisbon.
Yeah, and I think he was kind of, I wouldn't say it was a post route, but he was a little bit more kind of cutting towards the inside a bit there, and that one was to the outside. And he had to readjust the footwork, and I think it threw off the rhythm of the feet and the hands and trying to keep an eye on that football. But again, Lisbon will do that. They'll get those passing plays out there in times like this. I think now 8.5 to go in this first quarter. I think it's going to give them the opportunity to kind of rest their offense a little bit and maybe not have to rush as much.
We saw it last week, and certainly if EEK Thunder keep leaking into the center there, they might try to continue to open up the field with throws. This one will be whistled dead before it starts. No laundry, but a delay of game.
Yeah, and there was just a lot of movement up front. I think for Lisbon, they were trying to get the feet moving of the defense of EEK, and it ends up costing them some yards. That's the second penalty they've had on this drive. Last time they were able to overcome it, so we'll see what they do here.
A 2nd and 15 after the penalty that followed an incompletion. Direct snap to the running back. Greenlee, the lead blocker again. Misses his block, but that doesn't matter because the line's right there. And Sweet has a sweet gain.
Yeah, he gets 17 yards out of that. And again, you see Bowden Greenlee coming into block as a quarterback. That was a precedence that was set last year for this Lisbon team, is their quarterback combo that they had. They've just, the quarterback loves to be a part of the action like that, and the way this offense is run for Lisbon, and that gives them a first down. Now we're looking at a 1st and goal right on the 10-yard line.
You got to imagine it's a good sign that even when the lead blocker misses, they still get a nice gain of 17. This one goes to the quarterback, and it's a quarterback power right up the middle. And Greenlee will take it into the end zone.
Touchdown, Broncos.
He wasn't untouched, but he wasn't touched in any way that would get him down. Easily breaks into the end zone, and we will have the first score on the board.
Yeah, and he just had all sorts of openings, and he was able to find the open space, get in there for that 10-yard touchdown run, and now you're looking at a 6-0 game right now, Lisbon.
So they will go for 2. The Broncos will. This one will be a direct snap to the running back, Sweet, and easily untouched. That time untouched, he gets in. So quickly now, it is 8-0. The Lisbon Broncos lead over EEK Thunder. We'll have a kickoff here right after a break. You're watching high school football on your live event.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
And we're back with the kickoff. Lisbon kicks it off to the Thunder. Lisbon leading 8-0 with 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Excellent first drive for Lisbon. Greenlee, the quarterback, scoring 22 yards and the touchdown rushing on the first drive for him. Thunder looking to respond.
Yeah, and that was just great all around. As you get the 3 and out, it takes you less than a minute to get the ball back after kicking the ball off to the Thunder. You get 2 penalties on that drive. You're able to overcome that. You get a big run by Sweet, that 17-yard run that set up that touchdown. So it's definitely everything you want right now if you're Lisbon, because you're really feeling the momentum. Now you're coming towards 8 minutes left in this first quarter.
55 total yards for the running back Sweet on that first drive. And now the Thunder look to respond as Adam Nitsky will take the snap. Throws it across the middle and finds an open receiver. It'll be Dalton Madkey, the running back, split out wide.
Yeah, and that was the same play that they ran earlier on that passing play when the 2 corners came in and really closed in and rushed the pass that came from Nitschke. That time, though, with Madkey over there, Nitschke was able to take his time a little bit more. He was able to read the play, and he didn't rush it, and it paid off, and that was what EEK tried to do on their first drive.
So it'll be a 22-yard gain on the first completed pass of the game. Now 1 for 3 is the senior Adam Nitschke as they will continue to throw the ball. This one will be a toss. Cuts back up the middle, unable to open up a lane. Small gain on the play for Dalton Madkey.
Madkey on the carry, tackled by Caleb Olson. A gain of 1 will make it 2nd and 9 for the Thunder.
Yeah, Madkey just able to get himself some yards there on that play, and EEK right now, again, just trying to chip away at things and keep the ball moving forward.
Well, moving it better on their first drive where they didn't move it at all. Looking to string some plays together here. The running back split out wide will move closer to the formation as we got a tight set. Breaks out into a pass. And it'll be a sack. Nitschke taken down, trying to escape the pocket for a small loss.
Yeah, Nitschke was moving all around, trying to find some spaces. He tested gap 1, tested gap 2, and then finally Webb just kind of showed his patience. He wasn't moving around a whole lot, and he squared up for the tackle, and he's going to cost him some yards.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 with 6:45 here to go in this first quarter. Suddenly a promising start to the drive, looking a little more in peril, that is. 4 receivers split out, 2 in the slots. And this will get thrown into the flat area near the line of scrimmage, but it is incomplete.
Yeah, Nitschke was going out to the flat to Jacob Nitschke, and Nitschke was open, but he really felt the pressure right away. Didn't have a whole lot of time to get off that throw, but that's one of those plays where you connect, and all of a sudden it's a different look on that drive.
They'll bring in a couple of new people on the line, maybe for a jumbo set. A 4th and 9 here with 6:27 to go in the first. And another punt off. This one going a little further, still not returned. And downed within the 20.
Yeah, and that punt a little bit better than EEK's first punt. It had a little bit of hang time, got itself some distance, had a nice roll that went for the Lisbon Broncos. They're going to start this drive. Lisbon is up 8-0, a little bit deeper inside of their zone, but I think the way the Broncos have been running the football here in the first quarter, it's not going to be too much of a trouble for Lisbon right now.
Well, and I play a lot of Madden, and when I've got the ball running, I like to start farther back. It just means I can burn more clock and get more wins in the trenches. Jet sweep motion. It's a fake. Greenlee will take the run, making a couple people miss, and up the sideline now. Gain of around 18 or 19.
Yeah, that's a testament to the ability of Bowden Greenlee to run the football, because he came in and there was some finesse running to start that off. He makes 2 tacklers miss, and then as he got closer to the sideline, he really had to go to that power run, and then he was kind of at that mode where he was running through guys, and that's going to give him a first down, 17-yard run right there for a fresh set of downs.
Still 6 minutes here on the clock early in the first quarter. Greenlee motions out into the tight end spot, as we'll see not only a direct snap to the running back, but a throw. Last week, Sweet had a touchdown on that same play to Froelich. This time he'll just take it forward and pick up a nice gain.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the plan was the whole time to have Sweet trying to pass on that snap, or if it was a broken play, but again, that tandem of a good running back and a good quarterback who can run the football, a running back who can pass the football when need be is how Lisbon runs their offense, and they turn nothing into something that's going to get them a few yards.
6 yards officially on the play, and I do think it was a passing play. They don't seem to have any trepidation about giving the ball to their playmakers to make plays in any ways possible. Whistles on the play, or before the play rather.
Timeout, Lisbon.
Lisbon will take their first timeout. So we'll break quickly too while they take their timeout. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
We are back in Lisbon. It is 8-0. Lisbon is driving on their second possession here in the first quarter. 5:20 on the clock. 2nd and 4 to go from the 43. This is a drive that started officially at the 20, looked to be just inside of the 20. As Lisbon's taking control of this one in the trenches. Fake jet sweep. Greenlee will take it up the middle. Close to a first down.
Yeah, Jacob Nitsky, he wrapped around Greenlee, and it was one of those plays where both of them were very good competitors. You see them compete in multiple sports, but they both stop because there was going to be no more forward progress, but there was no whistle, and they both kind of realized that, and then they kind of gave a little bit of that extra push towards the end of that play. But again, Lisbon picking up positive yards, and it seems like with the exception of those penalties that have been called against them, everything they've done has resulted in positive yards so far, and it's 8-0 right now, and the way they're keeping up this pressure, they could add to that here with just about 4.5 to go in the quarter.
So 3rd and 2, and they actually do a jet, not quite a jet sweep, more of a pitch to the crossing wide receiver.
Cam up on the carry.
Cam up. They'll say it's a carry. I think that was a pass, though.
Yeah, you know what? That ball was airborne there for a split second or two. But either way, a nice run for Lisbon, a nice way to pick up some positive yards and keep the chains moving right now. You mentioned wanting to burn off some time. That's another thing that Lisbon does very well. And this is their second possession, and we have 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
So we'll see another snap, 1st and 10 now. Greenlee running out wide, able to find the open receiver. That'll be number 20, Swem, with the first official catch of the day. I'm going to say that's the second catch of the day, but
yeah, Levi was just Spam was just left wide open right there, and that allowed him to catch a ball that was probably not the cleanest throwing ball, but he was able to stick with it, make a play. He knew that he was going to catch that football. He was not looking to extend that.
So it'll be another 1st and 10. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. A lot of people in the backfield. It'll be a run. Looking for Sweet, the running back on a wheel route, and it's too strong. Good coverage sticking with him. Not enough separation to make the play.
Yeah, and that's a situation is you see you see Sweet downfield. Caden Sweet has a man-to-man coverage. You want to take that shot, but you also want to be a little bit careful as well as to not throw it into the coverage and turn the football over, where you're at with this field position.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now, just under 4 minutes in the first quarter. Movement on the line, flipping the play, it looks like. And they'll run to the left. Cutting back across the middle is Greenlee, and he'll take it to the house. He cannot be stopped. 26 yards and the touchdown for Greenlee. The second run for Greenlee that's resulted in 6.
Yeah, and Greenlee again got through there. Credit that blocking for giving himself some space, and he was able to find the end zone, and Lisbon out to this nice early lead here in the first quarter.
I'll go for 2, as is their modus operandum. No kicker on this team to speak of, really. Direct snap to Sweet, the running back. Looks a lot like that last 2-point conversion, and it's good again.
Sweet with the 2-point conversion run.
So it'll be 16-0. Lisbon scoring on both of their first 2 drives here in the first quarter, and they will kick it off when we come back. You're watching high school football on your live event.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
3:50 here left in the first quarter in Lisbon, North Dakota, as the Lisbon Broncos lead 16-0 over EEK Thunder. Thunder went 3 and out on their first drive, got a little movement before being shut down on the second drive, looking to finally break the seal. Lisbon pitched a shutout last time out. Got to imagine their defense is fired up and looking to do the same thing. This will be fielded, and a good return gets the Thunder up past the 45.
Yeah, and, down 16-0, 3:41 left first quarter here. You don't want to let this one get away from you quickly. That was a well-fielded ball on that kickoff, and they were going to get every inch, every yard they can get on that run, and they did.
Wyatt Olson and Griffin McDaniel on the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Best field position the Thunder have had to start the game so far.
Yeah, EK is just, they've taken some chances on offense, and it hasn't paid off early, but, they connected in that one pass. That was the biggest yards they had picked up on that drive, and they're capable of that again, especially the way they come out here. 2 receivers left, 1 far side.
2 running backs in the backfield, though. Motion number 12 out to the side and dump it off the other way, and that will go down as a loss. Completed pass, but behind the line of scrimmage, Geller will lose about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, and credit to Griffin McDaniel, the junior, for sticking with that play. They threw him out there towards the flat. Gellner went out there. He stuck with him. He was able to get the tackle and stay with the play.
So now 2nd and 12, 3 minutes left here in this first quarter of play. Wide receivers split on either side, 2 in the slot on either side. And it'll be a run up the middle by the quarterback, Nitsky, maybe picking up enough to get to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's going to probably be right there, maybe a yard shy, but, that was running all the way. That was the set play, and he used his size to advantage to shoulder in, and they will spot him a yard on that run, so it will become a 3rd down and 11. But they got some yards to make up, and the difference we're looking at right now, Will, is that 2 penalties have been called against EEK. They have been able to recover. Lisbon has had penalties called on the same drive. They were able to end that in the end zone.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 here. First quarter winding down. Throw goes over the hands of the other Nitsky brother, the tight end, Jacob Nitsky. And that's up in the air, not able to be intercepted, not able to be caught by anybody. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, you put Jacob Nitsky over the middle. You put him into some coverage, and that's a situation where EEK is looking at 2:13 to go in this quarter, is that they need to get something going here offensively right now to just try to get that train started.
Lisbon had 2 interceptions last week on tip balls that looked similar to that one. Couldn't come down with it there. The freshman punter will kick his 3rd punt of the day. This one will be fielded and fair caught just shy of the 30 by Greenlee.
Yeah, and Greenlee read the coverage up front, calls for the fair catch, and Lisbon again gets decent field position here with just over 2 left to play in the second quarter. But, when the game was starting, we talked about that the defense was what Lisbon was going to use to set the tone. They get a quick 3 and out, and they really have controlled this game so far through this first quarter, trying to win their 2nd of the season.
I talked to Coach Gehrig in this week between last week and talked about the play of the front 7, specifically the line, both offensive and defensive. And he said they're looking to repeat what they did last week. As a 1st down run by the running back Sweet goes for a gain of a little. And so far they've done that. That line has been making people move both on offense and defense.
Yeah, and they're going to get, I think, just a few yards on this run. But again, yep, they're going to get 2 on there. But it's another instance of Lisbon, getting positive yards every play, either it be long or short.
So it'll be 2nd and 8, 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Direct snap to the running back Sweet. Greenlee will not lead block. Instead, he'll go out to the side. But it doesn't matter. Sweet picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and Sweet, again, running out to the flats. That has been Lisbon's strength in this quarter, is their ability to get out to the flat and their ability to create open space and their ability to keep themselves in bounds as well.
Dominating in the trenches so far in this one. See what set they show. So there's some motion, heavy looking set, and they'll run the weak side with the quarterback Greenlee. And we'll go for a big gain of almost 15.
Yeah, and it seemed like the seas just parted for Greenlee to get that run. And the Broncos just keep moving the chains right now.
Unable to slow them down in any way, shape, or form. The dual running threat of Greenlee and Sweet dominating so far in this game. Both have had huge chunk runs, and several of them. So Greenlee will take the snap on another first down, and a huge hole. He's able to break through, and he's gone. 46 yards untouched.
Touchdown Broncos.
Greenlee is having a day.
Touchdown run.
We'll total up these numbers. That's his 8th run of the day already. Handful of them have gone over 10 yards. That one easily the best of the day for him, 46. And that's the 3rd touchdown run for Greenlee.
Yeah, Greenlee just got through. It was the same run they had before. They went right up the middle. They were able to get upfield, and he just finds the end zone, and they're going to try to run it in again for 2.
And we'll see if they use the same play they used the first 2 times, a direct snap to the running back Sweet. Or maybe they'll mix it up a little here. Open the playbook and put a little extra on tape. And they flip the tight ends. And it'll be a passing play here on the 2-point conversion. And that's easy as it goes. Greenlee to Sweet. Those are names we've heard a lot tonight already, and we'll probably continue to hear a lot as we go into the second quarter. 30 seconds left in the first one. We'll be back for a kickoff right after this. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Public school district ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
127 yards and 3 touchdowns for Lisbon's junior quarterback Greenlee. An excellent start to the day as Lisbon looks to kick it off again. 36 seconds in the first quarter. EEK Thunder looking to shake something up, anything up. First 3 drives have not produced a lot.
Yeah, in those first 2 drives, it was penalties that really Lisbon's defense came out strong, but some penalties kind of came back and got them there.
So this will be returned now for the Thunder. Not quite as good a return as that last one, but they'll be up around the 35.
Yeah, they kept that kick low, and it was bouncing around, unable to field it cleanly for Gellner on the return, but he got a handful of yards there on that one.
Well, it might be the last play here of the first. Certainly one of the last plays here in the first. 30 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10, officially at the 36, are the Thunder. Adam Nitsky looking to make something happen. So far through the day, he's 2 for 4 for 20 yards. Has a yard rushing as well. He'll hand this one off up the middle, and a decent gain for Geller. About 4 yards.
Yeah, we're looking at 15, 16 seconds, somewhat difference there on the game clock and the play clock, and I can't imagine EEK is going to rush anything here. They're going to let time expire in this quarter.
And now they're walking off the field. So, yes, the first quarter will expire, and we will head to the second quarter. It'll be the Thunder's ball as we return, and thank you for watching. This is high school football on your live event.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides. Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Second quarter just about to get underway. It'll be EEK's ball on a 2nd and 6, but it's 24-0. Lisbon dominating in the trenches. Their quarterback Greenlee and their running back Sweet have been running all over this EEK front seven. The EEK looking to put something together here. In a favorable spot, 2nd and 6. Decent ways up the field. This could be their drive. They've just got to put it together.
Yeah, and all it's going to take is 1 or 2 extra plays on a drive. Obviously easier said than done, but just 1 or 2 more plays, they've come close to connecting on some things that could have swayed the way that first quarter went.
All right, line up in a traditional I form on 2nd and 6. And they'll throw it. The running back on the curl route will take it in. And for Madke, that will be a first down.
Yeah, Madke got the football extended enough to get that first down, and EEK able to move the chains right now, down 24-0, but we've still got a whole lot of football left. You know, that's been part of the problem, too, is they haven't been able to keep the ball out of the hands long enough for Lisbon, and Lisbon's been able to capitalize.
Well, Lisbon softening up a little here, allowing a bit of a drive. This is the longest drive they've allowed so far today. It's gone about 25 yards, maybe a little less. And another traditional I form on the first down. It'll be another pass. And this again is going to the running back. And he holds on, and they'll say no. They'll say that Madke couldn't hold on.
And a nice job with Madke to stick with it, especially through the coverage. And the officials are going to say it hit the ground when he was coming down, but a great play and a great play by Nitschke to get the throw after getting the hit.
Yeah, it looked like that was basically the same play that they were running, but Madke was double covered on the curl, had to sprint out to the near side here. Wasn't able to quite get open enough, had it in his hands. It hurts when you've got it in your hands and you can't haul it in, but certainly doing everything that he could. As the Thunder will take a timeout, and we'll take a quick break here along with them. We'll be right back with high school football on your live event.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
11:14 on the clock here in the second quarter. Just getting underway as we come out of this timeout by the Thunder, looking to get things right on a 2nd and 10 play. Just shy of that 50-yard line, about a yard shy in their own territory. Thunder will roll out with 1 in the backfield. 2 out wide and the slots filled. The youngest Nitschke will motion into the backfield for a I don't know if you wouldn't call that a flea flicker, but it's intercepted. So a bit of a tricky play. Backfires completely as Rodney Olson, the senior wide receiver and defensive back, sticks with it and picks it off.
Yeah, he grabbed the one at the 35-yard line. They went for that extra pass play, that halfback pass, and he was just right there in position, was Olsen, and was able to get hands on that football.
So it'll be an interception for Nitsky, not the quarterback Nitsky, the tight end. And it'll be Lisbon ball again. 11:05 on the clock. And suddenly all that momentum for the Thunder is gone. They've got to make a defensive stand here to keep it going in their direction. This will be a handoff on the inside to the fullback as we've got a great run. Breaks away, and he breaks away fully. He'll be gone. Levi Swem, the fullback, running back type hybrid player, gets it on the inside, handoff, cuts it across the field, takes it the whole way.
Yeah, Levi Swem earned every yard that he had on that run. He was plowing through guys. He was cutting. He got to the outside. Again, that outside play is really what has been Lisbon's strong suit, but he's able to find the end zone, and that is a great run.
Well, we see the first non-Greenlee touchdown for Lisbon as it's a huge 69-yard run by the running back Svem. Now they'll go for two again. Greenlee alone in the backfield doesn't mean it's inherently going to be a pass. They'll motion Sweet in. Use the window dressing for a quarterback power up the middle, and Greenlee has got it. So it'll be 32-0. Broncos capitalizing on the interception here in the second quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to high school football on your live event.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insure.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Lisbon ready to kick off here, and it's been complete domination here so far by the Lisbon Broncos, 32-0. 4 touchdowns and 2-point conversions. This one's fielded by the Thunder. Another decent-looking return. Their special teams has been together today, but their offense unable to get anything going. Interception on the tight end throw last time out. Unable to get anything going through the first 5 possessions.
Yeah, Rodney Olsen, I mean, Levi Svem's run was obviously very impressive, but they don't get that opportunity if it isn't for that interception that Rodney Olsen had there about the 35-yard line.
And the Thunder will start their drive at the 39-yard line.
Defense certainly fired up after forcing the turnover. Thunder got to take care of it. Can't start going backwards from where they already were, which was not creating a lot of offensive yardage. And going backwards from that is turning it over consistently. And we saw last week Lisbon force turnovers on back-to-back plays and really extend their early lead. They've done basically the same thing here, 32 points unanswered. 10:45 here on the clock in the second quarter. Znitsky will take the snap, sees no one and is able to break through that line. And he'll get strip sacked. Didn't actually take off with it. And the ball will be stripped out of his hands. It'll be the Lisbon Broncos that recover it.
Yeah, I did not see who got hands on that football after it came loose. Carter Waldner celebrating coming to the sideline. It may have been him, Wyatt Webb. I think they're going to say it was Wyatt Webb who got that. But, yeah, he left the ball unprotected. He was really kind of focused on checking on his check downfield to see the play develop and just lost track of where the football was, knocked right out of his hand.
They came in like missiles there. Nitsky probably should have tucked it and ran there. Instead, he turned around and tried to get back and set his feet for a throw that he would never get off. And suddenly Lisbon's got the ball at the 29-yard line, within the 30 of their opponents. This will be a little pitch and catch to the running back sweep, as he'll take that one deep inside to around the 12-yard area. They'll call that one a carry officially. I'm going to call it a pass because it was in the air going forward. And it'll be a first down at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, just everything is really coming up Lisbon here right now, and they're getting opportunities and they're capitalizing. They've created 2 turnovers that are 2 turnovers right now, and this drive obviously has not been completed, but they're looking at trying to go 2 for 2 with getting turnovers, creating turnovers into touchdowns.
So it'll be a direct snap to the running back. So power through inside the 10.
Caden Anderson on the tackle.
That'll be another good-looking gain. So it'll be 2nd and 3rd.
Several make it 2nd and 3
on the 9. Well within striking distance, as they've scored from further out than that on all 4 of their touchdowns so far.
Yeah, you got a 10-yard, 26, 44, 65, and right now at the 9-yard line.
Looking to
very doable for how this Lisbon's offense has looked.
Looking to put it in on one play, I would assume, as they snap it directly to Sweet. Unable to make a lot of room. Maybe gets 1, but that's about it. That'll be about the first time they really stopped him here today.
No gain will make it 3rd and 3 for the Broncos.
So, as you might have heard from the PA announcer, 3rd and 3, 9:16 left on the clock. Likely 4-down territory, but they draw somebody off sides, it looks like. We'll see what they say officially.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be against EEK, yeah, and then that's going to be a big get right now for Lisbon. They're kind of struggling right now. I mean, they are moving the ball, but they're struggling to find the end zone and finish this drive like they want to. So I think that's really going to help them out here.
Well, their offensive line did enough to scare them into a first down there, as the Thunder trying to sneak over there a little. Not very sneaky, as they allow for a first down and goal from the 3-yard line here from Lisbon, looking to punch it in. Direct snap to the running back Sweet, and he'll take that in nice and easy. 3-yard run.
Caden Sweet with the 3-yard touchdown run.
And they will go for 2 again. So it is now 38-0 with the 2-point conversion pending. And this has been as dominating a performance as you could ask for Lisbon. Even more dominating than last week. Scoring on all 5 of their first 5 possessions.
They get an interception. They turn that into a touchdown. They force a fumble. They're turn that into a touchdown now, trying to tag on the 2 extra points right now here to make it a 40-0 game. They do, but a flag comes down.
Could maybe be a holding. Greenlay had to move very far out there to try to make some space. And yes, they will call it an offensive holding. So they'll push him back, and they'll try it again. Certainly distance hasn't been a problem for this Lisbon Broncos team. Might make it a little more difficult on a 2-point conversion, though. Not really rostering a kicker. They'll still go for it here from about the 16-yard line, 13-yard line. Can't quite tell, but it's longer than you would expect on a typical 2-point conversion. We've got another discussion going on here.
Yeah, we got a whistle. The two officials are going to discuss this right now. But as you mentioned, it's just, that opening drive for a touchdown, they get called on 2 penalties. The next drive for a touchdown, they get called on a penalty. So Lisbon's been able to overcome that, and now they're going to move the ball here. Did not get a signal from the official as to what that was for, but they're going to move Lisbon over here just a little bit on this, what has seemingly been a long 2-point conversion attempt.
Well, I think they had to set it in the right part of the field since the touchdown scored to the left. As we'll see an incomplete pass. Great coverage from the Thunder as the Broncos are pushed back too far, unable to convert, but they score the touchdown, and it is 38-0 here with 8:47 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this break. Thanks for joining us to watch high school football on your live event.
An abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Kickoff just concluding here. 8:41. The Thunder will have the ball. They gave it up twice in a row on their last 2 possessions. Looking to completely reverse direction.
Wyatt Olson on the tackle.
Yeah, and that looked like a EEK's possession. Anechki had the ball knocked out of his hands, and that's what got Lisbon the football and the chance to take the shot at the end zone. But it really looked like EEK's offense was kind of starting to figure out a thing or two on that drive. Unfortunately, turnovers will come back and haunt you, and then Lisbon's really capitalized.
So they line up in the I formation. Wide receivers on either side. And they'll be stuffed in the center there by a swarming front 7 for Lisbon.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to go some power up the middle, and Lisbon has showed a lot of patience, with their linebackers. And their linebacker play and their secondary play is really just done a good job of keeping themselves patiently in position, and that was an instance of it right there.
So they give Madke 1 yard on the run. It's his 2nd yard picked up with his legs here today on 3 runs. The running attack has not been anything to write home for by the Thunder. 1 safety deep for Lisbon, playing man. As that'll get batted down at the line by the defense.
Nitschke's pass is batted down.
Yeah, that one was just swatted at right there, and then Josh Shear approached the football tentatively. He was going to play through that whistle. Not sure if it was a fumble or a block pass or what they're going to call it, but Shear came in and picked up the football, and then the whistle came back behind him.
You always got to play till the whistle, even if it doesn't make any sense to keep playing. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you never know when those breaks are going to come your way, and that was an instance of that right there.
So it'll be 3rd and 9, 7:51 here left in the second quarter. Nitschke and the Thunder looking to make something happen, anything. As he's pressured quickly, pulls out to his side and gets the completed pass. That will be a first down. That will be completed to Geller.
Yeah, and Nitschke did just a fantastic job being quick off the snap. He got his drop back. He looked to the flat, knew where he wanted to go with the football. And those are the things that EEK's offense is capable of doing. And those are the things that Lisbon is going to try to avoid getting the Thunder to get comfortable in, is those kind of situations.
So it's the 2nd reception for Geller. First one for positive yardage, though. So they're lined up in the I on first down, 7:22 on the clock. They go with a traditional toss out of the I. And that gets more than they've gotten so far on the ground. About a gain of 4.
Dalton Madkey on the carry.
Yeah, and now we're going to see EEK, I would think that they're probably going to run here. It's going to be about a second down and 7, somewhere in that area once the football's officially spotted. Second down and 7 at their own, in plus territory right now. I would imagine this next play is probably going to be a running play, but if they're successful here, they're going to start mixing things up, and that could be trouble for Lisbon if they get out of system.
The best the offense has been looking for the Thunder so far here on this drive. 2nd and 7. So Nitsky will take the snap and throw it up the middle. That will be, I believe, Joe Kremlich, the punter, otherwise known as the wide receiver, defensive back, the freshman getting involved.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be a flag down for Lisbon, for Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. We'll be holding against the Thunder, but that was what their offense is capable of doing, is mixing up the run and the pass. And I thought they were going to run it one more time to just kind of feel out Lisbon, but they went right forward on that play, and that would have been a first down. Unfortunately, now if you're the Thunder, you're just going to have to lose some yards and have to try to find a way to stay resilient right now. You're down 38-0, 6.5 left in the second quarter. Your offense clicks on 3 straight plays. Unfortunately, you lose the last one.
A devastating loss, as it'll be 2nd and 18 now.
2nd and 18 for the Thunder.
Very far behind the sticks after what was so far the most encouraging drive of the day for the Thunder.
Yeah, they're in plus territory now. All of a sudden, they're back at their own 46. You're looking at a 2nd down and long.
Line up with 1 in the backfield. The tight end, the sophomore Nitsky, in the slot. The senior Nitsky will not look his way. Instead, he'll throw to the left, right on the sideline. And they'll say that's complete. So that will be a gain of about 5, 15, 20, 24 yards or so. Madkey with the reception.
Yeah, and that's the resilience you want to see if you're Coach Shealy and this EEK team is you had a positive play, wiped away because of a penalty. You come back the next snap, and you get a first down, and you get probably some more yards you would have been on that original connection to Kramlich.
I think you're right. I think they're in better position, as this will be a run. And Madkey breaking it down close to the 20.
Dalton Madkey on the carry, tackled by.
They'll spot him more near the 27 or 23, that is.
Yeah, now EEK's offense is really starting to find that groove, and this is where Lisbon's defense is going to have to find a way to adjust.
7 will make it 2nd and 3 for the
Lisbon
Thunder.
hasn't given up a touchdown since their first game. Going on about 6 quarters now. Keeping opponents scoreless. So they hand it off to Madkey, and they stuff him up behind the line very quickly. A swarm.
Yeah, that ball, as soon as it was in Madkey's hands, as soon as you saw a bunch of red jerseys surrounding the running back.
Greenlee, Lions.
So they'll say that he gets back to the line, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
Make it 3rd and 4 for the Thunder.
Or 3rd and 4. They'll say he dropped a yard then. So we've got 3rd and 4 from the 24. 4:37 left as the clock runs here in the second quarter. Thunder want this one bad. Deepest they've driven into Lisbon territory so far today. So they'll take the snap. It'll be a throw. It'll be a deep throw. Going deep for the freshman. Lays out, and he's unable to secure the catch. Good looking play, though. And the freshman, Kremlich, unable to haul it in.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do that entire play. I mean, as soon as that snap came, he wanted Kramlich to go out towards the corner of the end zone. He did. Kramlich laid out, just unable to get hands on that football.
Well, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades is what they say, and it'll be 4th and 4 now. They're close, but unable to hook up for the touchdown score on the previous one. 4:14 left here in the second quarter. 4th and 4. They're going to need to get a chunk here to get a first down, and it'll be a throw. They will not complete it. Bounces off the hands of the sophomore Nitsky, Jacob Nitsky, the tight end, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Waldner had that ball in his hands, and he just smothered that. Waldner was on coverage. The ball came on his hands. Didn't know how it got there, but he was going to hang on to that one and wait for the ruling from the official.
So just like that, the most promising drive of the day for the Thunder is unceremoniously snuffed out by a swarming defense for the Lisbon Broncos. Both that front seven and those defensive backs getting tested here today.
Yeah, as soon as EEK got inside that 40, Lisbon's defense was able to adapt and get that stop.
The four running together as a bunch to our near side here for a direct snap to the running back. Op.
Pushed out of bounds by Brad Kinsler.
Good carry, and that'll be a first down. And a little extra, too.
Yeah, and Lisbon has had some explosive touchdowns, especially over their last couple touchdowns. But we're looking at 4 minutes here. Now all this will get nixed because of the penalty, but there's a chance for Lisbon to kill off this first half.
Yeah, certainly with 4:01 on the clock, in a great position. They'll take them back to the 20 with the holding call. Look to be not holding by the line, but holding by some of the blockers up further. So this will only be about a 1st and 12, or 1st and 15, they'll say. As we got a timeout here taken by Lisbon, and we'll take a quick break here. And when we're back, those 4 minutes here left in the second quarter, you're watching high school football on your live event. Well, welcome back to Lisbon, North Dakota. 38-0 in the closing minutes here of the second quarter. First half almost to a close. 4:01 on the clock. Lisbon will have a 1st and 14 after a big gain by Op, erased by a holding call. But it's been as good of a first half as possible. Only thing they've missed on was their most recent 2-point conversion. It's a direct snap to Op, and he'll get an even better run here, as he might be going all the way as he cuts back, and there he goes. Cuts back for a huge gain inside the 10.
Yeah, that's about a 70-yard pickup. That last 15, maybe 20-plus yards came from that extra cut he made, moving back towards the center of the field. They're going to say it's a 72-yard run, and that was a fantastic run.
Well, they erased the 14 or 15-yard run, and Kamov says that's perfectly okay with me. I'm just going to run it almost to the end zone. And if he had a little more speed coming out of that last cutback that got him a couple extra yards, he might have been gone. Just great running. So they'll give another direct snap to Op, and he will barely face any resistance as he runs it in for a 10-yard touchdown run.
With the 10-yard touchdown run.
And just like that, Lisbon scored in 40 seconds. And so it'll be 44-0. Lisbon going for the extra point now. And by extra point, I mean 2-point conversion, as they are characteristically apt to do.
Yeah, and it's been a good job of Lisbon. We saw Greenlee racking up the touchdowns in the first quarter. Levi Svem got in there in the touchdown. Sweet got in. Now Cam Opp gets into the end zone. It's the depth and versatility some of these players have on this Lisbon team.
Sweet takes the direct running back snap, runs it in for the 2-point conversion. So it'll be 46-0. And I would expect that we'll be seeing the backups here before too long. We'll be back after a break here. 3:20 left here in the first half. Lisbon dominating in every respect. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
Well, it's a familiar sight in this one. Lisbon kicking off to their guests in this game here, EEK Thunder, looking at a big 0 as they'll drive down the field and try to score here before the first half. Field the kickoff. Special teams has been good through this one for the Thunder. So they bring this one up past the 45. Great looking return.
Yeah, EEK they've been decent on the return tonight. Their last drive was a good one that they were able to keep the ball moving, and unfortunately it just stalled out inside of the 30 or inside of the 40, I should say, of Lisbon. It's 46-0, but we're talking a handful of plays, maybe even less than that, where EEK could have swayed some of the scoring right now and have some points of their own.
It looks like they've got the number 2s out there for Lisbon already before the second half even starts. Sweet is out there, number 24. But I'm seeing some other numbers. And I don't see Greenlee out there unless he's deep there. Well, it'll be a scrambling play for Nitsky, and he just gets that away. Looking for Kromlich. Can't quite get there, but he's lucky to get that one away and incomplete anyways. First incompletion in a while.
Pressured by Wyatt Webb and Coulter Fuss.
And these are the things that are paying off right now for Lisbon after the big senior class they lost last year. They're on pace right now to be 2-1 to start their season, but a lot of these young guys in high-scoring games were able to get some early varsity experience, and that's what Joe Gerding is going to start doing with his team here as we progress through this game.
So it'll be a run up the middle. That'll be the best run of the day so far. Geller takes it for about 9, 8 or 9.
Kinsler on the run, tackled by Carter Wallner.
Oh, I'm sorry, that'll be Kinsler on the run. Number 25, not number 22.
1 to the Thunder.
So 9-yard gain, 3rd and 1, 2:35 here to go. It'll be another handoff. And just across for the first down. They'll give it to him, gain of about 2.
Yeah, and EEK right now, they're down 46-0. They're at risk or, looking like they're lining up to start their season 0-3. Just got one win last year. A lot of these guys really playing for pride.
Well, they've got an opportunity to prove themselves on this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 as the clock ticks. Around 2 minutes left here in the first half. This will be a throw to the sideline. Completed to Mackey. Good looking throw and catch as he'll get out of bounds and stop that clock.
Nitsky's pass to Kinsler is complete.
Yeah, it looks like Kinsler caught the football, turned, and, one foot came out of bounds, but that was close to straddling that line and getting him the first down. Instead, 2nd down and short here with just 2 yards on the 35 of Lisbon.
Yeah, 2nd and 2, under 2 on the clock. This will be a toss. And that'll be a first down run, stringing them together. That time it was Madkey. I was seeing Madkey everywhere. That one was a first down run for the senior running back. Dalton Madkey.
Senior night tonight will start with 5 minutes remaining at halftime.
And as you hear there, it's senior night here. Senior night for Lisbon. Dalton Madkey, also a senior though. Picked up that first down as it'll be 1st and 10, under 2 to go. Deep pass, and it's complete along the sideline within the 10.
And EEK, right now, this has obviously been their best offensive possession of the night, but they are close to closing out this first half with some points right now, and that's going to be a confidence boost going into the final 2 quarters of play.
So it'll be at about the 5.5 yard line. Gain of 28. First and goal to go. 1:23 on the clock. Another throw coming here into the end zone. And that'll go out the back. Unable to make the connection. Just too strong.
Yeah, and Jaden Bittner on the coverage there, he got a little bit physical with the hands. We saw Kramlich get a little bit physical as well, and the official right there in position to see all of that. And you credit him with allowing those two to play to fight for that position.
And part of that might have been that the ball was just not really catchable. Letting the boys play, letting them fight it out on a play that ultimately won't be the difference maker on this drive anyway. One in the backfield. Snitsky will hand it off up the middle. Lisbon not expecting it, but they're able to stop him just outside the goal line. Dalton Madkey picking up about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and about 3. 50 seconds to go here in this first half as the clock ticks. Thunder looking to put their first points on the board. As that's thrown just over the head.
Nitsky's pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass from Nitsky.
Carter Wallner on the coverage. They'll bring up a 4th and 3 for the Thunder.
So that'll stop the clock at 36. As we've got a timeout here. The Thunder want to talk it over before this 4th down play. So we'll take a quick break here and be right back. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
4th and 3 with 30 seconds left to go here for the Thunder, as close as they can get to the goal line. Well, just about as close. They could get 2 more yards, but they'd like all 3 of them here as they trail 46-0, looking to put their first points on the board. They're going to need it on this play, this 4th down play. They were unable to convert their last 4th down in this quarter. Turned it over on downs. So they got 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Nitsky. Tight end on the right side is the only one there. So we're in an out route. They'll throw it right across the middle. for the completed pass and the touchdown.
Touchdown, Thunder!
So the Thunder will put 6 on the board, and no longer is it a shutout for the Broncos. Looking to pitch a second one in a row, but they give up the touchdown with 30 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, and again, EEK just a team determined to not get shut out here in this game, to end this first half with some momentum. It's going to be a different-looking final 2 quarters with the way the score was running, but a nice job finishing and completing that drive for the Thunder.
So they will go for 2 as they trail by 40, looking to make it a little more manageable. Nitsky takes the snap, looking for a read, gets the completion, but he'll be short on the far side.
Pass is incomplete.
So that will be a turnover on down, or well, no, excuse me, that'll be a failed conversion after the touchdown. And we'll go to a kickoff after this break. Thunder get on the board. You're watching high school football here on your live event.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
So Dalton Madkey puts the Thunder on the board as it's now 46-6, 31 seconds left here in the first half. As we see something we haven't yet seen today, the Thunder kicking it off to Lisbon. They'll kick it off to Lisbon to start the second half too, as this one's mishandled a little, but that's okay. Nobody's around them. And we'll see a decent return after the muffed handling of it.
With the return.
Levi Sven was able to pick that up and recover and get himself a few yards there and put Lisbon at good position here, and probably going to look to run 1 or 2 plays before we get to half.
And we'll see what they run with 20 seconds left here. 21, excuse me. Those ones are hanging on the board. I can't see them apparently. We'll see if they want to try to throw it deep. They've ran it in from this distance before. See how they play it, as they look like they're just going to kneel it and get out of this first half. So that will do it for the first half here in Lisbon. The Broncos dominate extraordinarily well in this first half, putting up 46 points before there's an answer. Lisbon getting 6, unable to get the conversion. And we will go to half. Join us for the halftime show and continue to watch the second half. Thank you for joining us and watching high school football. We'll be right back on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audits, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll-free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insure.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Well, it's halftime here in Lisbon as the Broncos lead 46 over the EEK Thunder, and they're 6 points on the board. To recap the scoring from that first half, first quarter was all Greenlee for Lisbon. Greenlee having 3 touchdown runs coming from 10 yards, 26 yards, and finally from 46 yards. He has 127 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on 8 runs in the first half, just being extraordinarily efficient. After that, Swem ran it for 65 yards and a touchdown. And then there was a 3-yard touchdown, 10-yard run, before finally, in the closing minute of that second quarter, there was a touchdown pass to Dalton Madkey of the Thunder. So all said and done, it's 46-6. Lisbon dominating on the ground in all regards. We'll get you full stats after this, but we've got senior night here in Lisbon, so we'll stick on our toes here and see what's going on after a break here. But Joel, what did you think of the scoring so far here in the first half?
Yeah, you know, Lisbon's done a really, really good job of they've done a good job of adjusting on defense. There was that first drive where EEK really got inside of their zone. I think it was inside of their 40, eventually stalled out. Their defense did a good job of adjusting. They set the tone early with that quick 3-and-out that came. It took them less than a minute to get about 90 seconds to get a 3-and-out. So Lisbon's really done a good job controlling. And again, EEK, especially in that first quarter, you look at the first quarter scoring 24-0. Lisbon, or EEK rather, was a play or two away from that score looking a whole lot different.
But as it is, the score looks 46-6. An excellent showing from Lisbon. We get some movement from the sidelines. We'll take a quick break here and see what's happening for senior night, maybe recap some more stats. It's halftime here in Lisbon as Lisbon is set to receive the ball after half. You're watching high school football on your live event.
In an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
We've got senior recognition in Lisbon. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
Terry Webb, married to Matt Webb, children Wyatt and Lily. Rodney Olson, son of Chad and Ann Olson. Caden Sweet, son of Casey and Barb Sweet. Jacob Freilich, son of Jared and Holly Freilich. Spencer Kelson, son of Tony and Meredith Kelson. Caleb Olson, son of Dan and Cindy Olson. Josh Sheard, son of Trina and Dennis Rademacher. Coulter Fuss, son of Corey and Nicole Fuss. Keegan Schultz, son of Autumn Ashbrenner and Adam Schultz. Our head coach, Joe Girding, married to Amanda. Assistant coach, Kevin McCleary, married to Christina, daughters Lydia, Evelyn, and Caroline. Assistant coach, Mark Moss, 3 children, Rylan, Cameron, and Easton. Assistant coach, Jason Coonsey, married to Jennifer, children, Braden, Riley, and Jada. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 seniors and their parents.
So they celebrate the seniors here in Lisbon. Not only the seniors on the team, but the cheerleaders as well. It's the community coming together here. Dominating first half for Lisbon. We said that Greenlee, the quarterback, had 127 yards and 3 touchdowns on 8 carries, but he's not the only one over 50 yards. The running back, Sweet, 72 yards on 6 carries and a touchdown. Svem, 71 yards on 2 carries and a touchdown, and Opp, 72 yards on his only carry that went for a touchdown, dominating the ground game so far here, Joel.
Yeah, it's just a good job of Lisbon all around again to establish that running game. That was a big piece of what led them to the Dome last year, and it's been a big piece of success through these first now 2.5 games to start their 2021 season.
So we've got a minute and change left here in halftime. As the Thunder will kick it off to the Broncos to start it. Not the ideal way that they want to have it. Nitsky had a decent first half there, 8 of 15 throwing for 105 yards and a touchdown, but it just hasn't quite been enough. Madkey, 23 yards and a touchdown on a 3-yard reception. Just don't have the same numbers that Lisbon has, but we'll see if they can turn it around here in the second half. Anything's possible. We'll take a quick break here, and when we're back, Lisbon will be receiving the kickoff from EEK Thunder. Thanks for watching and joining the halftime show as well as the first half. Keep it here for the second half in high school football on your live event.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon high school athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon high school athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides. Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back here. Just about to get ready for the kickoff and start of the second half in Lisbon, North Dakota, as the Lisbon Broncos lead 46-6 over the EEK Thunder. My name is Will Thompson. Alongside me is Joel Morgan. We're just about ready here. Not the way that you want to start the half if you're the Thunder kicking it off down this much, but them's the rules. They received to start the game, so they must kick it off. They send primarily the ones back out there, it looks like. They don't have Greenlee out for the return as they normally would.
Yeah, and I think this is a good opportunity right now for Lisbon to really start getting some of their younger guys a few extra touches, start getting some of their guys, some more opportunities to see Friday night football.
We'll see if Wyatt Olson comes in at quarterback after this or what they end up doing, maybe even Jaden Bittner. Olson got the snaps last week in the second half. We'll see how they play it here. This will go to Swim. And a good-looking return. He's able to bring it up. And there's Laundry on the field. And this will be short of the 40. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, and still waiting to hear on that call. Some time coming up right now, but 46-6 Lisbon, a very nice lead for them in the second half, and again a chance to maybe do stuff a little bit different. It's going to be a hold against Lisbon.
Well, they're sending the first line out there. Grant Lyons running out there along with Caleb Olson. First stringers on the offensive line. Can't quite tell if that's Bowden Greenlee back there. We'll see when they break here a little cleaner. Looks to be a little tall to be Bowden. But Lisbon will take the snap here from the 25. It does appear to be Bowden Greenlee as he takes a huge gain here from the 25 all the way up to the 14. Gain of 15.
Yeah, he got the open space right up the middle, and he just kept the legs turning right now.
And it is Wyatt Olson, that number 8 scrunched a little there. I thought he was a little too big to be Bowden Greenlee. So Wyatt Olson introducing himself here in the second half, running it just as well as Bowden Greenlee had been running it in the first. Gain of 15, or 14. So they'll give a direct snap to the running back op. Olson out, lead blocking, cuts it back in and gains another handful.
Yeah, Cam Op got to the outside. It's been runs to the outside. It's been blocking schemes to kind of funnel the play out there. And Broncos, you know what, 2 plays into the start of the second half, they are looking really strong, especially with their younger guys out there.
So about 16 yards to Op. As I'm writing his name down on the wrong scorecard. He plays for Lisbon. Getting a little mixed up, delivering the stats at halftime. So we see the second string here taking snaps for Lisbon. Wyatt Olson taking another run up the middle. It hasn't mattered who's carried the ball for Lisbon. They've been dominant regardless.
Yeah, they've just done a very, very good job of moving the ball and collecting yards and churning down some time right now, too. You know, you want to get your young guys some experience. You want to get them out here on a situation like this where you honor your seniors, where you're in front of your home fans. It is Friday night varsity football, but also you don't want to put too many points against your opponent either. You want to show that mutual respect, a team that's working just as hard as you to get to this, to get to Friday night.
And these are valuable snaps for the younger crowd here. As Op takes the direct snap, and he'll just demolish people up the middle, running for a great gain. But yeah, we saw it last week here in Lisbon too. The second team getting an opportunity, and that can only be good for the program going forward. You got to be happy if you're a Lisbon fan with how dominant they've been and experience they've been able to give to these younger guys.
Yeah, there was a lot of I don't want to say uncertainty because there was a lot of guys who were back from last year, but with the strong group of seniors that you lost last year, as to what, how this team would come together and perform, and so far through 3 weeks, and even that loss against a tough Langdon area Edmore Munich team, they've looked really strong, and they've continued that tonight.
So another strong run by Wyatt Olson on the first down. That'll be about an 8-yard gain, it looks like. We'll see what they put up there officially. More like a 6-yard gain. My eyes are a little off. The clock runs. We're under 9 minutes here in the second half. For those of you who don't know, we will be seeing a running clock here as long as Lisbon carries this lead that they have. Running clock with a 30-point or bigger lead in the second half in North Dakota football. As Cam Opp gets the direct snap.
Cam Opp on the carry.
Gets stuffed up, though, and unable to find room.
Lisbon on the carry, or on the tackle.
So that'll be a gain of 1. So we continue to see people further down the depth chart get involved. We've got quite a few fresh faces, but it'll be Cam Opp that takes another direct snap.
Cam Opp with the carry.
Is taken down, not quite able to pick up the first down.
Dalton Matkey on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a good job by Dalton Matkey to stay with his assignment and really run him down into the ground and to get that tackle.
Well, they'll give him the first down. It looks short to me, but I'm not out there on the field. The refs say that's a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10, 7:24 on the clock as they will continue to run after a 4-yard gain by number 28, Opp. This will be a quarterback run right up the middle. Wyatt Olson says, I can do it too, Bowden. It doesn't have to just be you that's running it in for these scores. I'll do it myself. Touchdown run up the middle by the quarterback makes it 52-6. The clock will continue to run as they set up for the 2-point conversion. About 11-yard run for the backup quarterback, Wyatt Olson. Now they line up in a very condensed formation. 2 running backs in the backfield along with 2 tight ends right on the line. I'm going to give it to Wyatt Olson again, and he will be stopped short. So it'll remain 52-6. After the touchdown run by Wyatt Olson, Lisbon continues to dominate in this game, this time with the Twos. See how the Twos do on defense when we get back and the Thunder get another opportunity. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insure.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
So the kickoff goes behind the return man as he'll just hit the deck. And the Thunder will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Excellent plays by the Lisbon second team last drive, going down the field in about 6 minutes. Second string quarterback Wyatt Olson punches it in from 11. Now the second team is looking to make some noise here on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and the Thunder are going to kind of mix together, I think, a little bit of their personnel right now. They want to get some young guys some action, but they also want to get an opportunity to get their first team offense a few more reps out here and maybe a chance to build up some confidence right now. But EEK has looked good in moments on offense. Again, I mean, at 52-6, if you're just dropping in or judging by the score of the game right now, it's kind of hard to see that.
So Madke gets the first pass
Nitschke's pass
from
to
Nitschke.
is complete.
That'll be a gain of about 8-ish, give or take.
Tackled by Wyatt Olson and Wyatt Webb.
And Wyatt Olson, the backup quarterback, making the tackle. Plays linebacker on the second team defense. It'll only be a gain of 4, actually.
Second and 6.
Yeah, as I said it when the opening kickoff had happened, that even though Lisbon was going to be on defense, they were going to be able to really set the tone, or that was going to be their opportunity to set the tone, and they did. They got that 3 and out, and they really just have not looked back since then.
It's been full pedal to the floor, much like last week. Bigger lead today, even though they gave up a score. Nitschke stays in there and takes the hit, but that's overthrown to Madke.
Madke is incomplete.
Almost an opportunity for Mike Nelson to make a play.
Mike Nelson was squared up on that ball coming his way. I think a step or two back, and he one-hands that in and gets himself a decent return.
You can't be mad if you're a coach, though, because he had his eyes on Madke the whole time. There was no way he was going to let him get the ball, but he looked up, and it was just maybe a foot over his head, unable to make a play, as it'll be 3rd and 6 now. Again, clock continues to run even with the incompletion because of the score. Now under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. So a little window dressing motion. They fake it into the flat to the man motioning, but Nitschke will take it and he'll just throw that away.
Nitschke's pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Thunder.
So it's 4th and 6. I'd imagine they might go for it here.
Yeah, in a situation like this, you know, nearing 4 minutes left to play in the game, down 52-6. You know, there's also stuff as a coach that, again, you want those live reps. You want a chance to see some stuff that your offense can do or some things that you want to work on.
So they line up in the shotgun formation. And it's a punt. I apologize for not looking closer at who was back in the shotgun, but they'll just punt this one off as it barely gets past the 50-yard line. Lisbon will have a short field with 4 minutes left here to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I was about to say, you know, this is a very deep shotgun they're in. Well, I guess the punter stands in the deepest of shotguns. Maybe call that even the artillery or something? I don't know.
Broncos will start their drive at the 48-yard line.
It'll be the 48-yard line officially with 4 minutes on the clock as the Broncos look to get some good reps for their twos. Heavy formation, and that looks like it might have been a false start on our closest side here.
Penalty on the play.
Yeah, that was a false start by Jacob Lyons. Taking off. The only receiver split out wide, looking to maybe get a first step on the DBs. Instead, it'll be 1st and 15, under 4 to go here in the 3rd. Same formation, potentially the same play. This is snapped directly to, I believe that was number 25, Mike Nelson, yeah. So he can't quite make the play on defense, but gets a big first down run here on offense.
Jackson Buckeye on the tackle. And that's a Bronco first down.
Yeah, the Broncos' second team right now looking pretty strong here to start this second half.
And they looked strong in that last week too. Didn't quite score as much as the first team, but this week they started out on pace with that first drive going for a touchdown as Wyatt Olson will take it for a nice gain of 9 about. So we'll probably see a lot of Mike Nelson and Wyatt Olson, just like we saw Greenlee and Sweet in that first half. They're going to run the same offense.
Gain of 9 makes it 2nd and 1 for the Broncos.
And it's been successful so far today. hear the T-shirt cannons by us. So that'll be a direct, or not a direct snap, it'll just be a snap to the quarterback, Olsen.
Ryan Olsen on the carry, but there's a flag on the play.
And there is, yes, a flag on the play. Probably looks like it could be a holding. Well, this is something we didn't see last week, Joel. Last week there was only 2 total penalties. Only one of them accepted. We've seen
holding on the Broncos.
Handful of penalties by the Broncos and even more by the Thunder.
Yeah, and part of that, I think, is just, again, getting younger guys out there, the timing of the snap, the pace of the play, just trying to kind of figure out where things lie.
So it'll be 2nd and 1 after run, a holding in the secondary by the offense on the play. Or 2nd and 10, they just updated it. As that'll be a run by Mike Nelson on the direct snap to the running back. And that'll get it all back right there.
Yeah, and Lisbon has really shown that all game, even with their second unit out, is their ability to rebound quickly after penalties and get back, not just the yards that are lost, but to get back yard or get plus yardage out of those long, 1st, 2nd, 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, just looking here at the chart, we got, 10 yards, 17 yards, 26, 46, 26, 14, 18, 12, these huge chunk run plays. You can't take it for granted. It's something to see. You don't see in football often these huge chunk plays getting done consistently. As Mike Nelson gets the direct snap and doesn't get a chunk there. .120 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Aiden Enzi on the tackle.
Two-yard gain officially from Mike Nelson. A little bit of a slower pace with the twos, probably to be expected, as Wyatt Olsen takes the quarterback run to the left.
Wyatt Olsen on the carry.
That'll be a great gain.
Yeah, he's going to put himself right on the doorstep to punching in another touchdown. Now the question is with they're going to have to run a play here with the way the play clock is, about a 4-second difference between a game clock and play clock, with the play clock the one that's ahead in the count.
Well, if they're just looking to get us out of here, they should run it and not score a touchdown on this play. But we'll see what they do. Mike Nelson takes the direct snap, and he'll cut it back the other way, and he'll be in for the touchdown. So 15-yard run by Mike Nelson as he brings it in. And just like that, 58-6 as the Broncos continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, and the Broncos offense is just continuing to show their strength, and we're also starting to see EEK mix some of their younger players in to these situations as well.
So they'll go for 2, and this will end the 3rd quarter. There's zeros on the clock for this conversion. And that'll be untouched is Wyatt Olsen, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So the Broncos have gotten into the 60s. 60-6, they lead over the Thunder. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be the start of the 4th quarter as Lisbon kicks off to the EEK Thunder. You're watching high school football on your live event.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Kickoff underway. Goes directly to the front man for the Thunder. Number 50, Aiden Miller, the freshman. Not probably expecting that, going directly to the front man. All he can do is really hit the deck. No return at all, but the ball's at the 44. Good field position for the EEK Thunder as we start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, now we're going to see maybe what kind of mix Coach Shealy will put in terms of personnel that he's going to have for his Thunder team right now. Down 60-6, we're in running time. We're in the final quarter of play, 11:59 left to play. They're going to try to get some guys some reps and maybe start getting some game planning to regroup for next week.
So it'll be the junior Jackson Buckeye, I believe, is the running back in. As that'll be handed off to number 30, Nate Gelberg, the sophomore, taking the handoff for the run.
Gelberg with the carry. A gain of 2 will make it 2nd and 8 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 46-yard line.
Still trying to...
Yeah, it's not going to get much easier for EEK next week. They're going to have a tough Kindred team, and they're really going to want to start focusing on getting ready for that. But again, right now it's about getting these guys some live reps.
Another one handed off to Gelberg. And it's the reason I'm having trouble trying to figure out who the new quarterback is that it's the starting tight end, Jacob Nitsky's taken the last 2 snaps under center. So spelling his older brother and running this offense, the twos. It's under 11 left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5 to go for the Thunder. Nitsky with his 2nd throw attempt of the day. Remember, he had that trick play that got intercepted. That's a good-looking throw, but it's just a little strong up the sideline as it'll be incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
Pass incomplete in the play. Quarterback was pushed out of the pocket by Parker Tapson.
Yeah, and Lisbon's going to have a challenge on their hands next week as well. They're going to hit the road. They're going to take on Lytton HMB. That's a 9-man championship team. That's a team that, again, has come out strong to start their season. So, as the season progresses, it's just going to get tougher for both of these teams, and this is, again, their opportunity to get different looks and to get some work in for some of their players.
So they will go for it here as the clock is running out. And, we'll get a jump from Lisbon. So there's only 1 second left on the play clock. We'll give them the first down on the offsides. So the first real test for the younger Nitsky, Jacob Nitsky. We didn't see the test occur, as it'll be a first down.
Man, and you look at the score where we sit right now. It's 24-0 at the end of that first quarter, and there was, 2 passing plays for EEK, and one of them resulted in a penalty, a gain for them. But, I think those go another way. I obviously I don't know how much that changes when you have a score like this, but it does give a bit of a different look to how that first quarter and the first half of this game developed.
Under 9:30 on the clock as we get a first down play here. Handoff, giving up the middle.
Gelberg with the carry.
Gelberg with his 3rd carry on the day. Gained about 6 on that one. Maybe a little less.
Drew Anderson.
4 yards on the cane.
Gain of 4 will make it 2nd and 6 for the Thunder.
So under 9 now to play. As the clock keeps running. A slow, methodical drive by the Thunder. They've taken it about 20 yards or so. Strung some positive plays together as this is another handoff. And there's a big hole to the left. Cutting to the sideline. See a good gain near the first down marker.
Yeah, EEK's guys right now are just pouncing on this opportunity to try to find the end zone at least one more time before that scoreboard gets to 0.
It'll be 3rd and 2 now in Bronco territory from the 37. So we approach 8 minutes left here. No need to rush it for EEK. If they can just slowly, methodically drive down the field, that's all it will take to author a final drive. As that'll be stuffed. Just past the first down marker. So they got two and an inch is all it looked like to me they ended up getting.
Tackled by Basco and Hinkle, and that's a Thunder first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35, 7:30 to play. One of the better looking drives from EEK so far today as their twos have pushed methodically down the field. Nitsky back in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and we'll see a throw from the younger Nitsky. So for 2 on the day. That one will go for a completion, crossing across the middle. And a huge gain.
Nitsky's pass complete.
Yeah, Nishki able to find some room outside, hit a receiver in stride, and just able to corral it towards the sideline to give EEK good position here to try to find their 12th point.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. 6:30 to go. In a great position to put one in. The Lisbon defense ready to make a play, already in formation. Playing a lot of man across the board. Nobody deep, no safeties. We have a pass from the younger Nitsky. As he rolls out to his left and throws it deep. And that'll go over the head in the corner of the end zone. Good looking play, but couldn't quite get the precision pass in there.
Now EEK is going to make a few changes again. They're just looking for that opportunity to mix some guys in, to mix some guys from their first unit, their second unit, and try to continue this drive.
2nd and 10 from the 12. The scoreboard says we're in the 5th quarter. That's a little off. 5:22 to go here in this one. And that'll get stuffed. A handoff. Looked like almost like a fullback dive. Stuffed immediately.
Yeah, and EEK could just not get the room that they were looking for there on that run, and now they're going to go to a 4th down with inside of 5 minutes left to play.
2-yard gain. Line creating a small amount of space, but not a lot. 3rd and 8 with 4:45 to go in this one. EEK playing a little up-tempo, getting to the line quickly. Running their offense, and that will be a huge loss. Handed up and eaten up immediately.
Parker Tapson with the tackle.
That'll be number 57, Parker Tapson, the freshman defensive lineman. Got right there immediately. Pushed him back for a loss of 6. So it'll be 4th and 14 from the 16. 4 minutes to go. They can get the first down without scoring.
Yeah, and this is really going to be the moment that closes out this game time-wise. Is if you get this stop, if you're Lisbon, you get the ball deep inside your own territory, you can mount this just long run to run off time.
Snaps a little high and slow getting to the quarterback, but that's okay. Long developing out route goes over the head of the receiver, and that'll be a turnover on downs by EEK. And Lisbon will get the ball with 3:44 left to go in this one.
Yeah, they will have the ball on their own 16-yard line. They will get a chance to chew up some time and get this scoreboard down to 0, and then a chance to start their season with a 2-1 record for Lisbon, the runners-up last year.
Yeah, 2-1 would be an excellent turnaround after dropping the first one. EEK, unfortunate. They remain winless on the season, and it's not looking like they'll pick up another one here today, falling to 0-3.
As an 0-3 start to the season, you're looking at now having a matchup against a very experienced Kindred team next week.
Be hard to stop the skid against them, as this is a direct snap to the running back. We're deep in that running back stable. This one, Trent Metzen.
Trent Metzen with the carry.
Sophomore.
Tackled by Eli Mather.
Yeah, Metzen gets himself a good run there. And you know what, these fans sticking around and supporting their team, obviously, and it's fun for these younger guys to get out here and get these experiences.
Especially when you run for as well as he did there, a 25-yard pickup by Metzen. His first carry of the season. Three minutes left on the clock as Lisbon looks just to run this one dry. Metzen takes another carry and another good gain. This one of about 9 yards.
Jackson Buckeye with the tackle, and that's another Bronco first down.
They will say that that's a first down, so more like a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and again, that was talked about, that stalling out that drive, creating the turnover on downs, and then it puts you in this position. They're going to be quick to the line. They're not going to hurry too fast right now as Lisbon. These young guys just looking to rack up some yards to get that scoreboard down to 0.
Another carry by Metzen. As we approach 2:15 left to play, about 4, maybe 5 plays left in this one.
With the carry.
As we slowly see Lisbon threes at this point, basically.
Yeah, Lisbon and
Joe Kramlich with the tackle.
Lisbon's starters played just a few snaps in this second half. It's really gone to the younger guys, and the younger guys have really, really responded well.
And you got to love that if you're a Lisbon fan. It's always good to see the young people performing well, especially when the older people are also performing well. This will be a big game for Metzen. Goes for the first down. We're under 2 to play.
Yeah, 60-6 right now. Lisbon has not trailed in this game.
That's another Bronco first
It was
down.
46-6 at the half. Put up 14 points last quarter. And again, it's just Lisbon has just been dominant from start to finish in what is going to be their second win of the season.
Coming up on only a minute left here to play before this one's put in the books. A dominating performance from Lisbon. Their deep stable of runners continues to get yards. They'll kneel it out here. So we've got under a minute left on the clock. They'll need to kneel it one more time. About the only negative runs that they'll have on the day. A dominating running performance. First half we saw 4 different runners, including the quarterback Bowden Greenlee, rushed for over 70 yards. Greenlee had 127 for 3 touchdowns. Then here in the second half, we saw some big runs from the second stringer Wyatt Olson, as well as Mike Nelson. They both went over 50 yards. Domination on the ground from Lisbon as the clock runs out to 0. And they will go to 2-1 while the EEK Thunder fall to 0-3. So that's this Friday Night Lights in the book. We'll take a quick break here and be back for a quick post-game show, recapping everything we saw happen here. The final score, 60-6, Lisbon over the Thunder. And you're watching high school football with your live event.
If you have never been in an abusive environment, you may wonder why a person wouldn't simply just leave the relationship. Oftentimes, these situations are more complicated than it may seem. If someone you care about is in a similar situation, support them and understand they may have reasons to stay. The Abuse Resource Network of Ransom and Sargent County can help you support your loved one and offer services to those in harmful relationships. Counseling, housing, or financial assistance, or even just a confidential ear are some of the many free services the Abuse Resource Network provides.
Well, a dominating performance here in Lisbon, North Dakota for the home Broncos, putting up 60 over the EEK Thunder and delivering their second straight win. They go to 2-1 on the season, knocking the Thunder down to 0-3. Joel, what was the most impressive thing about this game for you for Lisbon?
I think the fact that, you saw the touchdowns coming early in the game for Lisbon. Bowden Greenlee had all three, but then Levi's Femme, a 65-yard run. Caden Sweet able to get find the end zone. Cam Opp able to find the end zone. Younger guys coming in that second half. Wyatt Olson finding the end zone. Mike Nelson able to get a touchdown. We saw that it was Lisbon's ability to show some depth and versatility with the way that their offense was running things. Their strong play to the flats, runs to the outside, and then their defense's ability to really come out strong from the word go, and their ability to adapt in some of those good drives that EEK had.
Yeah, Bowden Greenlee, I'll give him the Player of the Game award, rushing for 127 yards and 3 touchdowns, also throwing for 45 yards on 4 pass attempts, 3 of those being completed. Well, this was an extremely high-scoring one, like we've said, 60-6, but others around the North Dakota football scene were not as high-scoring. Let's get a check of an update of the other scores that we've got going on throughout the Red River Valley and in North Dakota. Joel, what other scores are we looking at?
Yeah, some of the games we have throughout yourliveevent.com. Fargo North and South playing in Fargo. Chase Miller with that one. Last time we checked in, 7-0 North, leading South at the half. 9-man football, Finley Sharon, Hope Page, Derek Zimmerman Geyer with the call on that one. A tough Lemoore-Litchfield Marion team right now, leading Finley Sharon, Hope Page 42-0.
Well, a lot of other options as this one concludes here in Lisbon. Once again, for the final time, 60-6, the Broncos beat the Thunder. My name is Will Thompson alongside Joel Morgan. We thank you all for joining us for this wonderful Friday night football game and watching North Dakota football on your live event.